Who is the Bulldogs' biggest rival? That's debatable. There are a few teams in the mix. Which rivalry is most contentious? There's no question. Hawaii. It was at Bulldog Stadium last year, where coming off a devastating loss to lowly Utah State, the Bulldogs were thrashed by Hawaii 68-37. This year, the Bulldogs head to Honolulu to face a team that was picked to win the WAC in both the media and coaches' polls, something that doesn't carry much weight with Warrior head coach June Jones.
We were picked last in '99, and we ended up winning, and then we were picked first one other time. We finished last, so I don't think there's a whole lot put into it.
One thing Hawaii is putting a whole lot into is their quarterback position and Colt Brennan. A Heisman Trophy candidate, Hawaii has produced a Colt Brennan DVD that is handed out to media members in an effort to rally the Brennan for Heisman support. And so Brennan is dealing with the pressure on two fronts, one for the individual accolade and one for the team's BCS aspirations.
Pressure is part of it, and I think it's all about how you handle the pressure. Yeah, you feel it, but, can you just deal with it and move with it and then, accomplish stuff with pressure? And right now, we've got a great opportunity. I don't want to spoil it. I want to work hard and go out there and achieve something great. And so I'm excited for the opportunity and for the year, and I just want to get out there and get it going.
And it's understandable why Brennan is so anxious to hit the field. Bobby Curran is the play-by-play voice of the Warriors, and he believes that this Hawaii offense is the best there is.
I would have a nightmare if I was a defensive coordinator. How do you stop them? It's an offensive line that appears more than adequate to the task of giving Colt Brennan time. It's the addition, and Ryan Grice-Mullen may be as good as the two you mentioned, Devon Bess and Jason Rivers. And now C.J. Hawthorne has come in as a deep threat, who was terrific in the spring. Across the board, I don't know how you could possibly, or certainly how a WAC team would be able to play Hawaii man for man. I think if you were to go up against a good SEC team, an LSU, an Auburn, a Florida, they might have a hope of playing them. But even those teams, I think, would be forced to zone. I don't think you could play this team man. I think it will be the best offense in these United States.
With that offense and a very manageable, if not soft, schedule, Hawaii has been tabbed by many as a possible BCS bowl crasher in '07. Because of scheduling difficulties, the Warriors will play two 1AA opponents in Northern Colorado and Charleston Southern. They host Fresno State, Boise State, and Washington, and their only non-conference road game comes at UNLV, a team they crushed last season. Because of that, Brennan says, the Warriors believe they can follow in Boise State's footsteps.
We have an opportunity to really capitalize and get a shot to do what they did and get a chance to, go to a big bowl game and play a great football team and represent the WAC. And that's what we're shooting for this year. And, we just got to focus winning every game. And if we do that, hopefully everything else will take care of itself.
For a team that lost 3 games last season by an average of only 6 points, it's the defense that Curran says is much improved this year.
It'll be the best linebacking core in Hawaii football history. Extraordinary players there. Solomon Elimimian in the middle, Adam Leonard and Blaze Soares on the outside. Defensive line moving to the 4-3, very, very solid. They've got a number of players there that they think are very good, including the defensive tackles, Michael Lafayette and Keala Watson, terrific, but players like David Vekune and Francis Maka and Amani Purcell on the outside. It'll be as good a front seven as Hawaii's ever put on the field. There are some questions in the back end. They do bring back all-WAC safety Jacob Patek and a couple of starting corners who are good but small. But I think that Hawaii looks, at least if the spring is any indication, to be better on defense than they've been. So there's terrific reason for optimism here.
With Jerry Glanville gone to be the head coach at Portland State, defensive coordinator Jerry McMackin is back, and June Jones expects the defense will improve.
I think our defense is going to be the best that we've had. I think looking at it, I think it's the first time that I've been in Hawaii that I think we can win the game on defense. I think we're a better defensive team. Our front seven is really solid, and Greg McMackin does a great job. He put us 32nd in the country in defense in '99 when he was here. So, that goes a long way from last year where we thought we were playing pretty good defense, and Jerry did a hell of a job, but we were 93rd in the country. So, I think it's going to be fun this year.
There is certainly pressure to be felt in Hawaii, but at least for now, the Warriors are dealing with it. If Colt Brennan's appearance at Media Day, turf shoes, linen pants, and a jersey is any indication, the team is relaxed. And why wouldn't they be? The biggest offseason change may not be losing Glanville, but rather Brennan's new style.
all 4 of my starting receivers have dreads, and being from Hawaii, where all my football team is Polynesian, they grow their hair out. I've been hounded for 2 years now to grow my hair out. I finally got the courage to, and then my receivers told me I needed to have some fun with it and lock it up. So trying something for a couple weeks, but I'm sure it'll be gone by the season starts.
These are the dog days of summer.